Hey everyone, live from nature in the Netherlands. It's a gorgeous day here. The birds are excited. I heard a beautiful cuckoo bird a while ago, symbolizing the awakening. Wake up, wake up. You know, it's beautiful. Yeah, here's someone behind. Woohoo! Everyone's happy. Well, not really everyone is happy, and you know, we're here upon the planet to make everyone happy, and that's partly what this is about, this short missive message live today. Why we see, you know, as an observer, we sit back outside of the system, outside of the turmoil, outside of the planetary society. And when we sit back and we sit outside and just observe it neutrally, it really is an absolute chaotic mess. And what we see, what occurs as ones begin to awaken, you know, they began to awaken to see the corruption, the evil, the misery. Yes, it is there. It's why the Great Awakening is happening, because we're in times of the great change. And ones can spend a lot of time trying to patch up an old system that never worked. It never served the people's interest worldwide, and it never will, and it wasn't designed to do that. So why waste time trying to patch up an old system? Why waste time with politics and such? It never did work, and it never was designed to work in the people's favor. All it ever did was create separation, war, greed, and all of the undesirable things for humanity to live a very happy and fruitful life, to have a great existence. So I titled this The Solution. And to begin with the solution, here's what you got to do. You got to start from a clean slate. You got to throw the old book away, everything you were taught, everything that you see about society, all of the conditioning, if I need to say that, everyone knows it. So it's all got to be thrown away, and you got to do something new. None of the old works any longer, so throw it away. Do not spend time on it. Do not be distracted by it, and work upon the solution. And many of you know what I speak about, GPMS, the Global People's Monetary System, and Simplified Law. This is the absolute solution, and it is given right from Creator. Upon the planet, 70% or more believe in God and believe in a Creator. And Creator is very real. And having said this, no one is meant to live in deprivation, misery, stress, fighting to exist, always in survival mode. That is old, and it's absolutely ludicrous when the solution is right here at everyone's hands upon the planet right now. So as we go forward, as ones begin to realize that it's futile and useless to fight within politics, to try to represent people, and as you let go of all of the old, the solution is here. And the solution with GPMS is for the people to activate the intrinsic value, to activate your own money, which is unlimited. You, as a creator, can create the value, the money, to infinity. So it's ludicrous to allow 1% to create the money, and you support it and support their systems when it's all designed to create misery. So the solution is a GPMS, and we're gathering the worldwide people that are awake enough to know what it is. We have many levels of the awakening. You have that huge level of awakening, which are still fighting within politics, trying to do something, but they're just not awakened yet to see the solution of GPMS, and to drop it all is the solution. You don't need that. You just come together up here as a whole with humanity, where all of the solutions are contained within the good people. This is where the solution resides. It's where it's at. We're all here awakened to the degree to take humanity forward and to be in the people's best interest all around the planet. No separation by countries, all one people, all together and united. And with the one money, but money used as a free, open, abundant tool where everyone has access to it. And then what eventually occurs after everyone has the equality, the parity with money? Very quickly, humanity comes to find they don't need money at all. They do not need that control into their existence. And thus, the great harmony is made. When we look at what caused wars in the past, what caused separation, what caused greed, well, the root cause of that was the evil use of money, always. One's fighting over resources. Why were they fighting over resources? They were fighting over resources because there was a value that was attributed to it. And of course, because of greed. With GPMS, when everyone is sharing all together, there is none of that. And this is where we're going, and nothing stops the solution. It is time for humanity to evolve out of the savagery, and nothing stops that. What's occurring upon the planet is a divine plan. The Great Awakening is not by chance. You can also say that the prayers of everyone upon the planet has been answered. The solution has been delivered. It's GPMS, and it's simple. Each one merely just needs to make the choice to support that reality. And once the majority of the people upon the planet know that it's futile and ridiculous to fight the system, then they join together and create this majority worldwide voice that has all the solutions, that has your, mine, the children's, everyone's interest is in mind. And there is no stress and no control with it. So, that's a little bit. Yes, it's the same old story, perhaps for many of you, but the beauty of it, every day another one awakens. And when we get the message out to these new ones, then they know they don't need to fight the system here, that they just get aligned with the solution. And the battle is over very quickly. Yeah, you can say it's a spiritual battle upon the planet between the evil and the light, which it is. But each one has the choice to go with the solution, which is the light, or keep fighting the system and keep being controlled by the evil. So there is the choice to be made. Go with the solution or stay with the problem. And everyone's being forced to do this. When you look worldwide, divinely, it's allowed, let's say, with the prices of everything going up. It's compressing the people, pressuring them more and more to make a choice. So it's divinely allowed to occur that all of your money and what have you will be taken with you. You'll maybe even be forced out of your house because you got to make a choice. Once you make a choice and become aligned with the solution, things change in your life immediately. And this is a guarantee with this, and everyone will see once you make the choice. The birds are pretty excited, huh? I love them. So beautiful. So we saw a dragonfly come by today, which I love. beautiful ladybug visited us last night, and saw her earlier this morning. Sign of good luck, and which is always a great sign, and also to keep going forward as we do. You know, any of you with GPMS, just a quick update, the Thailand people are doing such an amazing job at leading the solution forward. And having said that, they have a goal that by the end of the month to have around 15,000 registered from Thailand. You know, of course, the registrations with GPMS and that support, at some point, it is going to widen very quickly, and it has to. So we keep going forward with it. The Thailand team, they just keep adding the numbers, and they are very set up. The children are informed on it. The children in Thailand that are informed are very happy, knowing of their free future, what is coming, because GPMS is imminent. It's inevitable. It does come because it's the ultimate solution, and it is the divine plan. It's only that duration of getting from here to the fruition once all of the people make their choices. And as soon as the majority makes their choices, then this free world and abundant world is realized much sooner. So we don't put a date on it. We know that it is imminent and that it is inevitable. And also, by having the ultimate solution, GPMS, here right now, it is going to limit the chaos in the lower timeline and in the reality. If we did not have GPMS integrated as a real entity and a choice upon the planet right now, you would have a much more mass destruction, implosion of the system. You would have so much agony and even misery and chaotic things. So to let you know, divinely, the solution has been placed here to limit the chaos and to allow for the trickling transition into the solution. And getting back to Thailand, what is so beautiful is that the children are also knowledgeable of the free world of GPMS to at least some degree. They are sharing it with all the children, and as a result, it's the teachers in the schools are interested, and also, to my knowledge, are beginning to speak about it in the schools, the solution. Because when you look at all of humanity, 99% of humanity are just absolutely tired of the old. They have had enough, and they want harmony, they want peace, they want love, all of the good things. And this is what GPMS brings. So we have, without being lengthy, we have several countries now which are growing when ones are realizing the solution is here. Peru, Spain, and several other countries without looking. So we're seeing the growth, the recognition of GPMS, and of course it will be prevalent in all countries. If you wish to look at where GPMS is seated, if you look on our geo map, you will see that the majority of the countries upon the planet now, at least, have one within that country to seed GPMS and to seed the solution. And of course, there is always energetics at play with everything, and because of the divine purity of GPMS, it has a huge energetic presence, and it does affect the timelines directly with it. So while all the people, again, while the protesters, you know, that were on the streets, millions of them, while they were, you know, they made a huge statement, but while they were fighting against the old, you don't have anything to prove against the old. You have a government, if you will, that has no intentions of giving you your freedoms and your abundance. You need to create it yourself. So you join with the 99%, and we just created. You have perhaps 200 leaders around the world. Like, that is nothing to almost 8 billion people. And these 200 leaders, they are not making choices for you. It's obvious they have another agenda, but you don't even need them. You don't even need to contend with them and tell them you want this. For if they really had your best interests in mind, you would have already had the freedom, the harmony, you would have had the solution. So it's obvious, no, they don't. But you don't need them. There are only 200 leaders which don't have your interest in mind. All you need to do is unite with all of the people that want the free, abundant world, and it's all done. That is why GPMS is so imminent. It's just around the corner, if you will. So, I could go on and on and on and ramble, quite extensively, and because also there's been books upon books written upon this time. But the main thing is, on the individual level, don't complicate things for you. Keep aligned with the solution, with your self-empowerment going forward. Don't get caught up into the side narratives where you think someone else is going to save you or do something for you, or where you think someone else is above you, because this is a disempowering stance, and it also keeps you blinded, if you will, by depending upon someone else. Do your full responsible thing and come together with the like-minded that have all of the solutions. Don't waste time on that old. You need to all get together now, and I can assure you politics and governments is a total absolute waste of time, and do not even be involved in that. In the new, we have administrations of the people, and these administrators that will be guiding the people into the new. There is no incentive for gain with this, because in the new, everyone has the same income, if you will. There is no reason to profit, so there is no incentive to steal or to have a selfish agenda, because it just doesn't work that way. So what you have is all the honorable people coming together, which are the administration teams, to quickly direct the instant funding to all of the villages worldwide, all of what you could say were humanitarian projects, but instantly everyone is, with GPMS, everyone is lifted in that new world where there is no lack. There is unlimited funding for everything. Wells in Africa, instant funding for villages in, let's say, Russia and Canada, in that uninhabited land, which is fertile and opened up more and more. Your communities are instantly funded. Everything you need, all of the building supplies, everything is here within the solution. So it really is a no-nonsense choice, and it is ridiculous where ones are not seeing this and choosing it. It is ridiculous, but there is the levels of the awakening of the consciousness. Some of these need to try politics to see it doesn't work, but we're time speeding up. All of these old trials and errors, if you will, are breaking down very rapidly because there is this alignment. So they need to see the old things that didn't work, like gold-backed currencies, QFS with encryption code and to read your DNA. None of that is needed. With GPMS, Everything is upon the planet already. The prototypes, the templates to very quickly establish the full abundance and the full freedom. You don't need any advanced technology. All you need is yourself to make the choice and unite together with all of the rest. And it is very simple indeed. So having said this, each one, you play your role, play your part at sharing the message. The quicker the GPMS message gets out there, the quicker it comes to fruition. So having said that, the birds are pretty excited. Love and light and much gratitude. And Femke and I are busy for the next few days. We're doing important energetic activations upon the planet, and some others are joining us, and it's pretty substantial what we are doing. I have not released much of what we have been doing in the lines of this energetic activation over the last several months. However, those that are part of it, they can see the confirmations and know that it's very real, and they are all divine as well, and it's part of what we do. So there is no doubt with what we do as well. It just is, and with every bit of energetic activations, we keep advancing the environment here. When I mean environment, the energetic environment, and we keep advancing the timelines to free humanity and to create the heaven on earth scenario right here, right now. It's right at your fingertips. It's so close. Just when we get ones that will choose it and let go of the misery. So they have the choice. Choose the misery, the suppression, the oppression, the agony, or choose the free and abundant solution. So it's a simple choice, and we've made it that simple on our website. So gpms.world, go check it out. And if you wish to support the reality, what is outlined there, I suggest to register, get your consent in, and tell your friends. And of course, if you're a parent, you are a guardian of your children if you have children, and you can also register them. And with this, because of the children are so important, and they are all of us. Even a child 1 second old, if you just had a child, let's say the mama just delivered a child, and the papa can be there in the delivery room or what have you, and say, okay, this child is registered. This child is not born with any illusionary debt like they are in the U.S., for example. The way the existing system is now all around the world, but we'll say the U.S., that the second a child is born now with this system in the U.S., they owe approximately $67,000. So that child is born into debt, the way the old structure is, which is absolutely absurd because there is no debt. And money was always created out of thin air. Money was created with a thought. However, the ones that created it did not tell you intentionally that you can create it too. So to make their game work, they would create a money, and they say, oh, but you need gold to back it, or you need a resource. That is an absolute lie. The creation of money begins with you, with the individual, with the thought. And because it begins with you, you can create to infinity, and you do not need to rely on a 1% money. All you need to do is to know what I say and join together worldwide and create money as the good tool. And having said that, whereas GPMS exists, we have flipped the tables on the old. So the 1% no longer has control upon the upon the people and upon the monetary system, because GPMS exists, which is for the majority of the people, the 99%, and nothing can oppose what GPMS is. So, celebration days. With that, unity, this is unity, this is victory, this is peace, this is the Holy Grail, if you will. And this is a kiss, and this is a wink from Creator. Much love, light, and gratitude, and have an amazing morning, day, night, wherever you are at, and share this message. Please. Thank you. Bye now.